Potentially millions of students across the nation could be skipping school on Friday as a part of a global climate strike. This to bring attention to what many consider one of the top international issues, climate change. If your kids attend public school in New York, then you probably have already heard they're allowed to skip thanks to a decision by Mayor de Blasio and the Board of Ed. Elementary students can only leave school if they are accompanied by a parent. High schoolers need parental consent. All right, let's bring back tonight's A-plus panel, Republican strategist Allison Young and attorney and Democratic strategist Bill Caruso. Allison, I'll start with you on this. I'm going to say this. I'd be surprised if it's millions, number one.
Right.
And I know, you and I were talking before we started that a lot of cities are not participating in this. Is this really the big issue that a lot in the media want people to think? There was a Marist poll that came out, and a pollster recently just said, actually, it's climate change. It's about 15th on a list of 28 issues, not making the top 10 ever since I can remember.
That is a very solid point. And this is not me denying climate change. I think we're all past that. We all know that the climate is changing, that there is some decent science out there that I think we all agree on. However, what I'm disagreeing with is the propaganda that this is the big existential crisis of our time and that we're all going to be underwater tomorrow. This is propaganda. This is the problem.
There is real issues around climate change that we should be aware of and we should be addressing, not by allowing underage children to roam free in the streets. This doesn't do anything to educate kids to what they can be doing to improve climate, what they can be doing individually. Why not stay in school and learn?
They're using kids, it seems, and that's why I use the word cult. You've got this kid, Greta, who, testifying at the UN, and in Washington, this kid from Sweden. I mean, young, it feels like the kids are being used by these adults who are fresh out of ideas. Take a look at what she said earlier today.
As it is now, people in general don't seem to be very aware of the actual science and how severe this crisis actually is. So I just think we need to inform them and start treating this crisis like the existential emergency it is. Then I think people will understand and want to do something about it.
I get why kids like this issue. It feels tangible to them. It feels like there's something they can do. However, they are being used as pawns. And more than what Bill said about having kids roaming the streets on Friday, this is first and foremost taxpayer-funded lobbying on a particular issue. I will wait for Mayor de Blasio's announcement that the kids can all attend the March for Life in January.
All right, thanks, guys.